Computer. Okay, we are recording. Now, I just want to know if you don't have a Stripe, you don't have a Stripe. Okay, you don't have a Stripe. Okay, we got a couple people, several people that don't have Stripe accounts. So let's show you how to set up a Stripe account. Really simple. You just go to Stripe, S-T-R-I-P-E, like a striped shirt or something, and click on the button. And there's going to be a green button right here that says Start Now. So you're going to start now. You're going to put in an email address. Let's see. I don't know if I'm using that one. I don't think I'm using this one, so it's restricted public. Public@gmail.com. You put in the email address, fill out the information, of course. Let me stop talking and just do it. Put in a password and confirm the password. I laugh. I see things funny. I find it absolutely hilarious that a computer is asking me if I'm a robot. But anyway, I just, okay, whatever. Once you've done that and you've confirmed to the robot that you're not one of them, click the Create Your Stripe Account button. This account already exists. Okay, fantastic. Let me pop in a different email there. Maybe this one doesn't exist. Gmail. Let's try this. Want that is. I go too fast. I just want to get an account that, open an account that I haven't opened yet. Okay.
Yeah.
I guess I've done this a couple of times. And if this doesn't work, we're just going to go into the back end and we'll take it from there. Let's try this. That's 3. So this one shouldn't be there. Okay. So welcome to Stripe. All right. So once you sign into your Stripe account, wrong. Once you Stripe, I'm batting 1,000 this morning here. All right. So we're just going to go into my Stripe account. Stripe.
Thaddeus, are you sharing your screen?
I probably am not, huh?
Yeah, he is.
I am? Oh, good. You scared me.
I see
I
it.
can only see his face.
Cool.
I'm on my phone, though, so I might not be able to see it.
Okay. There is a way to do it on your phone. I'm not exactly sure. Somebody on the phone that can see something other than my face, hopefully. Anybody? Anybody on the phone?
Yeah, on the phone. I can see the screen share and everyone else.
Okay.
Yeah,
do you know how to switch back and forth from my face and just the screen? Can you explain to him how to do that? Because I'm on a computer. I don't see it at all.
You have to swipe your screen if you can. Just like, yeah, you just swipe it because it should be some dots at the bottom of the screen.
Yeah,
is that working for you?
Yeah, it is. Thanks.
Awesome. Fantastic. I love it. How we come together. That is awesome. Okay. So once you're into Stripe, you can just follow the instructions as far as the Stripe, how to set up your Stripe account. It's very, very simple. They just asked you for some specific information to you, and you're going to go ahead and set up your Stripe account. No big deal doing that. If you have any problems, reach out to me or your sponsor. We'll help you with that. The Stripe account's very, very easy to do. So, but you need something else. You need a third-party software called Buy Now Plus. And this is what does the deal for you. Buy Now Plus allows you, it's one word, Buy Now Plus allows you to set up custom payment buttons. And this is the real thing that you need to know about setting up your payment processor in National Wealth Center. Okay, so before we go into Buy Now Plus, I want to go back to National Wealth Center. Easy One Up works the exact same way. You're going to go into your account. Let me see. Let me make sure here. Excuse me. we are setting up, profile. You're going to go into my account, and then you're going to go into my profile. Once you're on my profile, you're going to see all these different options here. Okay, this is for National Wealth Center, but Easy One Up, it has the same infrastructure. It's the same company, Multiplex Systems. So it looks exactly the same when you go to Easy One Up. So what I'm about to show you here in National Wealth Center also works in Easy One Up. So you're going to go down to custom payment information where it says fill this out right there. This is where your information is going to be. In the block above this, you just want to double check and make sure that you will collect your own payments if that's what you choose to do. That's what I choose to do. Now, I love Peter Wolf, the owner of this company, but if you click this button, please collect payments for me, they take 20%. So if you get a $1,000 payment, it's going to cost you $200 to process that payment. But you don't have to worry about none of this stuff that we're doing. So it's up to you. If you're making enough money where you can afford to pay 20%, I could afford to do it, but it's an awful lot to me. You know,
an awful lot.
It's an awful lot. You know, whereas Stripe charges you, I don't know, on a $1,000 transaction, it's probably $20. So here you're paying 10 times as much, 6, 7 times as much.
$200.
Yeah, but you don't have to worry about the hassles of setting things up. But once again, it's not that much of a hassle. So I will collect my own payments. You know, you have your own. My sponsor in Easy One Up and National Wealth Center uses the other option. He uses this option because he's all over the world. I was just talking to him last night. He's in the group too. He's in our group, Tom Yatar, the furry hat guy. I was talking to him last night, and he is about to take off on another trip. The guy's like all over the world all the time. First, he's doing a South American thing, Peru, Argentina, and then this guy makes all his money from these programs right here, by the way. He does some other things too, but the majority of his money comes from this program right here. Anyway, how to fill out the custom payment information. You're going to click on custom payment information, and it's going to look like this block right here. Put nothing else on the screen but that. Okay, over here. Now basically, here's how this works. Speaking for myself, I collect payments from people any way I can. If you want to pay me anyway, as long as you're happy with that method and I'm happy with that method, we can work something out. So you're not limited to what I'm about to show you. All right. Anyway, if you have someone that has a Harley Davidson motorcycle that they want to give you in exchange for the $3,500 level or $7,500 level, depending upon what kind of bike it is, you can accept that as payment. It doesn't have to be cash. You can accept a cell phone or whatever you want. As long as you're happy with it and they're happy with the transaction, you can do it. But right now, we're talking about accepting cash money, baby. Cash money. Okay, here's how you do it. Excuse me.
I accept cars as payment.
What's that?
I accept cars as payment.
Cars. There you go. I'll take a car. Absolutely. I'll take a car, SUV, bubblegum wrappers, bottle caps, anything of value. You know what? You got a computer, whatever. I don't care. Whatever works. You know, accept payment any way that's comfortable for both parties involved. You're good to go. As far as this payment, custom payment information, you can see what I have checked. Cash, I will definitely take cash. I will take a check, but I won't mark you paid until the check clears. Where it comes to FedEx, you want to check signature required right there. I don't know why it was unchecked, maybe in a presentation or something. But you can take FedEx, UPS. It has to be signature. You have to require signature, though. So you make sure everything is up and up. Always require signature when you send something or receive something like that. Then also MoneyGram and Western Union. I check everything here, pretty much. Check everything. Just make sure you do signature required for FedEx and UPS. Now, when you do signature required, you're going to also have to put in your information as far as your name, which I don't have in here. I don't take a lot of payments like that, but people will not see this information unless they go to join and make a payment. It won't just be visible on your website, but you would have to put your physical address. And I have a birthday in today's 22nd in 5 days. So now y'all have my address. You can send money, anything you want. Feel free to take it down. Come visit me anytime you want. But when you put this information in, and you also need your phone number, 973-615-3319. Call me anytime. Call me if you need someone to talk to. Okay. Once you have that information in there, then the next thing you want to do is put in a link that says something like this. Click the link below to go to the Team TNT NWC payment page. But yours would be go to Team D NWC payment page, or Team Carol, whatever your team's name is, or just your name. And then we are going to create, oh, there's my information down at the bottom. I didn't miss it. Awesome. Okay, so to create this link, they have instructions down here, how to create a clickable link. You see, when people go to my payment page, it's not going to look like this at all. It's just going to look like a link. And they're going to click on it, and it's going to take them to a page. And we'll get to that in a second. But how to create that link is right here. Really, really, really simple. You put these characters here, bracket, URL, closing bracket, open bracket, URL, closing bracket. You're going to put that in front of your link as you see right here. Okay. You're going to put that tag right there. And then at the end of your link, you're going to put bracket / URL, closing bracket at the end of your link. Okay? Right there. It looks like I'm missing something, doesn't it? Check out. I'm missing a bracket. Well, I'll be diggity dog. There you go. And you put that at the end of your link. Now, when people go to your page, they can click on that, which will take you to your checkout page. Now, I created this checkout page, looks like off of my main website. Let's go take a look at it, see what it looks like. I don't even remember doing this. Must be the magic beans. Okay, yeah, I created this on my website. Welcome to National Wealth Center checkout page. And the mistake that I made here, because I didn't know this when I created this page, is that the prices here, and I'll show you this in just a second, the prices should not match the prices in the courses that you're selling from NWC. This should be $24.99. This should be $49.99. This should be $99.99. The reason why, these payment processors are familiar with these company payment amounts and course amounts, level amounts. So they're looking for $25. They're looking for $50. They're looking for $100. They are not looking for $24.98. They're not looking for $49.97. You know what I mean? 100 or $99.99. They're not looking for that, because that's not involved with Easy One Up, National Wealth Center, and other programs that use these price points. So it won't alarm them, so to speak, and you're missing out on a penny. No big deal. So we're going to be creating pages like this inside of Builderall. I did this before we started doing that, before I knew how to do that. Okay, so let's go back to Buy Now Plus. Buy Now Plus, remember now, Buy Now Plus is a third-party free software that connects to Stripe. When you sign in to Buy Now Plus, it will ask you about Stripe, because this is what it does. It's all it does. So it's very easy to connect. I wish I wasn't connected. I could show you, but there's a YouTube video, but you don't need it. Just go to Buy Now Plus. You could probably do it now if you wanted to. Go to Buy Now Plus, fill out the form, become a member. It's absolutely free. Connect to Stripe. You do Stripe first, then Buy Now Plus, because Buy Now Plus connects to Stripe. Stripe, set up your account, and then go to Buy Now Plus. Buy Now Plus will automatically integrate to Stripe. They ask you a question, you hit a button, it'll connect, you're done. Now that you're connected to Stripe, you want to set up buttons. Let me log in, and we're going to show you how to set up the buttons. I hope this is the right account. Oh, that's Stripe. Yeah, Buy Now. Okay. Now, you see how I have my button set up for a penny off. Okay. Now, I'm going to show you how to create these buttons. You're going to click up the top where it says buttons to get to this page. You won't have anything on this page. right up here, there's a green button that says Add New. You're going to click the Add New button, and it's going to give you this page, and it's going to ask you what are the terms. So that you know what we're looking at, I'm going to open this in another browser, and we're going to pull up my buttons so you can see, compare side by side exactly what's going on. So we're logged in. There's my buttons. Okay, we view this top button for $249. That's the Relationship Edge course. And we're going to take a look at it, what it looks like to other people. This is what it looks like. Okay, this is how I set it up. 250 Relationship Edge. And this is what it looks like when it's linked and someone clicks on it. So the terms that you put up are what shows at the top. Once again, take a look, 250 Relationship Edge. That's what shows up at the top when you create this button. Okay, and then it simply asks for the email address, credit card, expiration, and the 3-digit code. Okay, so I just wanted you to see what you put here shows up right here. Now let's go ahead and actually create a button. The terms for this button are 5,375,000. No, why be ridiculous? Let's go for let's go into National Wealth Center since I need to create some more buttons anyway. And we're going to go to the products, the courses, and I did the Relationship Edge. Let's do the Wealth Advantage. So we're all going to have to create this. So let's create the Wealth Advantage course for $1,000 button. So we're going to go to our Buy Now Plus, and we're going to put Wealth Creation course. Should that be a big C? Well, let's make it a big C. All right. Now, the amount that we want to put it for is $999.99 instead of $1,000. It's fixed, and we want it in USD currency. Now, right now, it is in test mode. You see that? So it's not a live link until we unclick this button. Right now, we're going to leave it clicked until we create it. Okay, so now we have Wealth Creation course. And what do you put in the description? And go right back over, hop over to National Wealth Center, and whatever information that you have there, Wealth Advantage video libraries. Just going to take that information. You can add your own information there too. Wealth Advantage video library courses. Always courses. All right. Now, all you have to do is click the Create button. And there it is. There's your Wealth Creation course, $999. You see how it's in test mode? Now, over here to the right, you have options, what you can do with your link. This, of course, is to edit it, the pencil. This is to look at it. Let's take a look at it. Opens in a new tab, Wealth Creation course, Wealth Advantage video library courses. There it is. This button allows you to share it, and this button allows you to delete it. You can go in and change it anytime. You can make these on the fly. If you made it and you wanted to give it to someone, you could do two things. You can click the share button and copy it, right click and copy, or you can click the double pages, it will copy it for you. Or you could embed it into your website. I don't do embedding a lot. Here's normally what I do. I will create a page, and we're going to be creating pages inside of Builderall. They have a one-page checkout that is new. It is barely new. I'm fairly new, not barely, but fairly new. When we first talked about creating this, they didn't have the that page available to us. So we went into a process of creating 2 pages. Doesn't matter. You can do it either way. As long as you get your link on a page, you can use a Google Doc. This simple, right? Extensively, if you don't have a page, but if you have Builderall, just create it in Builderall, you know. And we're going to do a course, a training on exactly how to do that very, very soon, in the next day or two, as soon as we get this funnel out. But this is the process. When you create your page, Let's see, go to Tools, Voice Now. Click here to make your payment for the Wealth Advantage courses. All right, I would make here all caps. I said all caps, listen to me. And then just link it like this. Move out the way. Drop your link in there. And this is what you're going to do on your page. We want the actual link, excuse me. So we would get the link, get the link, get the link, get the link, and go back to what? Go back to Google Docs and drop the link. Drop it like it's hot. Apply it, bam, there it is. Now this would be on your page that you created. And then all they'd have to do is click on the link and it would take them to the page that you created for your payment button. It would take them right here. Oh, it's not there. My bad. It would take them here. So they would go to your page. It would say, click here to make your payment for the Wealth Advantage course. You'd probably have all your other courses listed as well, just like you saw on my page here. Okay. These are just for the residuals. Now, when you make your residuals, we're going to go back and talk about that because the first button we made was for a one-time payment. That's it. We're done. Good to go with that. But for the residuals, which is most important, and I'm going to show you why in a little bit, because in the past, I've always went for the bigger numbers. It takes the same amount of energy to make a big sale as it does to make a small sale. Someone clicks on something of yours. They may call you or send you a message, ask you a question, watch a video, come to a meeting, whatever, see it 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times, then they join. It's the same thing, regardless if they're joining for $25 or they're joining for $7,500. Same process. So I've always went for the bigger sales, but I'll be honest with you, the reason we started the Residual Boss is because the real money is in these courses right here, not the high ones. Not the high ones. It's good that you get in case somebody wants to get in and you can make a lot of money with them, but you can also make a lot of money with the lowers, which is something I overlooked in the past. But having $175 coming in every single month is a wonderful thing. So, and this works on the power of 4, but I'm getting off subject. Let's go back and set up the the recurring payments. I'm going to show you how to create recurring payment buttons. Wow, he got all those words out. That was pretty good. Okay, so we're going to go back into, close some of this stuff out. Nah, leave it open, that is. We're going to go back into buttons. And I've already created mine, so I'm going to create a test one for you by clicking on Add New. And this is going to be self-development 25. Self-development, we're not going to put it all, you know what it is. Development course. There we go. And demo, delete, so I'll know later. I do a lot of these and I go back and I have all these buttons. Okay, so remember, we want to make the price. You use 25 here, just a marker, no dollar symbol, no dollar sign or anything like that. But you want to drop a penny. So it's $24.99, right? Talked about that. You guys got that. You know it's in test mode right now. So now we're going to go down to advanced options because we want to make this recurring. So when a person signs up using this link, we want them a month later to automatically be charged again and the money go into our account. That's recurring. So to do that, we're going to go to advanced options and it's going to ask what information do you want on the form that they're going to fill out. Well, we definitely want their name and you want to require that. Okay, I don't care about the billing address or the shipping address. That information is handled by the credit card company. This is the information that's going to be on the actual button. I just leave buy now is fine with me. The return URL. This is where you put in a thank you page. Now, when you get good at this, you can go over to Builderall. You can use a floating video. You can create a page that says, thank you very much for joining the self-development course. I look forward to working with you. That's simple. You got a video on a page, then you would put that link right here, and that would be your return URL, and that's where they go after they make the payment. Now, if they decide to cancel out of the payment, you can also put a video there. Hey, I'm sorry to see you go. I don't know what happened. Why don't you want to play with us? Whatever you want to say, you know. And then you click this little box right here that says recurring. Now, when you click that, you see some other stuff open up down here, and they're going to ask you what the recurring period should be. Now, for us, it is monthly. So if it's monthly, you're going to put in 31 days because there are some months with 31 days. So you want to make sure you're not shorting anybody. Once you do that, you just click create. Now you have a recurring button set up. So when they join, 30 days later, they will be charged again. But let's go back and look at this button, because what if you wanted to give them a trial? Or what if they paid you a different way already and they're already in your downline and you want them to pay the next time? For example, I have someone that joined me, they're supposed to pay again in 4 days, so I need to get a button over to them. So what I would do, I would go in here in advanced options, and where it says recurring, I would change this. Let's see, no, I wouldn't change it. I would change the trial period. So I put a trial period. That was wrong. I'm sorry. Let me back up. Let me slow down and back up. Let's go back. When you hit the recurring button right here, to make it recurring, it's going to ask you the period. And you put the period in there. We're going to go with monthly. You do not put anything in this box. I put 31 in there. That is not where that goes. Unless you're filling out a form where you're giving them a free trial for a month, then you would put 31 days in there. Or if they have paid you in a different fashion and you want to bring them over to this system, because I have people that have been paying me through PayPal, so now these people have to pay me through Stripe. So maybe, perhaps, welcome to the meeting. If you're given a trial period, that's where you would put the trial period, 7 days, 14 days, 2 days, 1 day, whatever. We don't give trial periods for National Wealth Center or Easy One Up. So that's not something that you have to worry about. But you can use these buttons for other things, just so you know what it's for. Okay? Anybody have any questions on that, what we went over so far? Okay, fantastic. If you do, unmute your mic and just shout out at any time, because I think that was the gist of what we needed to do.
Oh, I did have a question, Thad.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Right. You had mentioned, you had showed about the Google Doc or whatnot, but how would you make that like a website though? Because isn't the purpose of having a payment page, when we're dealing with Stripe anyway, is to have the web page as far as a web presence, so that way if Stripe checks it, they go there and look at it. Right.
Yeah, the only purpose of me doing it this way, I probably shouldn't have done that. It might be a bit confusing. Excuse me. The only reason I did that is because it was just easier to show you guys how to link this part right here, how to drop that link on your page. You wouldn't be using Google Docs, of course, but I just wanted to show how to take that link and drop it in. It was easier for me to go to a Google Doc to demonstrate this than to go to Builderall and set up a page and go in. That would have took a lot more time. It's the same process when you do a page on Builderall. You create your checkout page on Builderall. It's the same process. You know what I mean? You just highlight and drop your link in. That's all I was showing with Google Docs. You will not use Google Docs to put your links. You will build a website inside of Builderall. But the reason I didn't go that route and show you that, because it's not really something that you're going to have to learn, because we're in the process of creating a page for you. As soon as I get the funnel done, I'm going to create a page for you guys. And the page, once I create the page, all I have to do is give it to you. You know, all I have to do is give it to you, and you'll be able to have your own page. And I want to show you guys. This is pretty cool. My sites. Let's go to my sites. Let's say that I created a page that I wanted to give you. Let's see, TNT team members. This is something that I started working on that I haven't finished yet. I didn't do much to it at all, actually. All right, but let's say that this is the payment page that I created for you guys. Okay, and I still have to learn how to do that, by the way. That's where I haven't dug into it, but it won't take me but a day. But anyway, let's say this is the page that I created for you. This is your payment page, the payment page that I'm using. Okay, that has all my buttons, everything's already laid out, the pictures and everything, the whole page is set up. Okay, it would be a very, very short page. It wouldn't be this long. But in order for me to share this page with you, and this is why you guys don't have to worry about creating a page, because if you're with us, I'm going to create a page. You're going to get a copy of this page so that you can use it within the next 48, 72 hours. In order to share pages with other people, traditionally, I crack myself up sometimes. Traditionally, what you would have to do is, they call them share codes, right? They don't call them that here. But in the past, everywhere else I've ever seen where you can share a page with somebody else that's in the same system, it was called a share code. And what you would have to do is go to a certain place on your website and find that share code yourself, right? Like we're doing now. And then you'd have to give it to the person that is also in the same business. You'd give them the share code, usually a 8 to 10 digit number that they plug in. But what the person that you give it to has to do is they have to go to their system, log into their system, find a certain spot, take this code, bring this code with them. They got the code, they wrote it down, it's on Facebook Messenger or wherever, and then they have to go log in, find a place, and actually put the code in correctly to make it work. Those days are long gone. Welcome to cutting edge technology.
Cutting edge.
Cutting edge technology. Okay, so your page has to be published. If it's not published, you won't be able to click on it. But if it's published or non-published, it doesn't matter. You can do what's called a transfer. You just click right here. And if I want to transfer this to D, what is your email address?
dthecarlady@gmail.com.
What? Sound like a commercial. dthecarlady@gmail.com. Now, when I click this button, it says, do I want to transfer to dthecarlady@gmail.com? You click OK, right? And that website just disappeared. You see how it took off? I forgot to show you one thing. You have to send that back to me. No, it was just a sample. I don't care. But it's gone. Now, what you should have done is not listen to what I just said.
And copied it?
And do it this way. You're going to go to more options, and you're going to duplicate the website. You're going to duplicate it. Once you duplicate it, then you'll see a copy of it right here. Oh, where'd it go? There it is. There's the copy. You want to send the copy. Don't send your original like I just did. You're going to send the copy in the same fashion. This is the website that I created. I want to keep it. I want to create a copy. By going down here and clicking duplicate, it creates a copy right here, and then you send or transfer the copy. But now, D, can you log into your Builderall? And I'm gonna let
what was the name of it? What was the name of the site you sent me? What'd you name it?
It's the one that you did not create.
I could have created it.
I don't know. I think it says TNT team members, I think, something like that.
All right, because I'm in my account, asking. All right, it doesn't come up at the top. If it's TNT members, let me pull up and see if it's this one right here.
Share your screen with us. It should be right there.
Thaddeus.
Hi, Bev.
Hi. Can I accept credit card payments in Stripe without a merchant account?
Yes.
Okay, great. Thanks.
You're welcome. Yes.
Isn't Stripe a merchant processor?
There it is. Yes, it is. It is a merchant account. Yes.
So what do you mean, look, Ms. Laverne, to accept payments on Stripe without a merchant account then?
I think that was Beverly. Was that Beverly that asked that question?
Oh, I asked that question because if TV went up, I cannot. So I was just asking a question. It's answered.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you, Dee.
There's the page.
Sure it's answered, nah. You sure it's answered?
Yeah. What am I missing, Dee?
All right, because you said if you accept payments without a merchant account? Well,
through Stripe.
Through Stripe without a merchant account. Okay, I think what you're talking about, because we was talking about this earlier, I think we were talking about First Data. Now, Stripe is a merchant processor, so you can accept payments for Easy One Up, and you can accept payments for National Wealth Center using your Stripe account. Now, the difference between the two, in National Wealth Center, there's a spot to integrate it, but in Easy One Up, there's no spot to integrate it. So that may be the confusion there. But the way that Thad is showing us, you don't want to necessarily integrate it with National Wealth Center. You want to use a separate link to send it over to the web page. It's just to make it a little bit easier for us. Was that a good word to use? That easier?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah.
A good way to explain it?
Absolutely. What I'm showing you is much easier than the
It's safer
integration
for us.
process.
Maybe that's what it is. It's safer for us.
It's safer for us. It's also, you can copy and paste the information and you from one to the other, like in the custom payment information that you put in your payment link, you can just copy and paste that. Whereas if you tried to integrate it in Easy One Up, you can't integrate it in National Wealth Center. You'd have to do 2 different processes to make it work. And I like our way better. Our way is newer. It's more innovative. It's covert and stealth because we change the price. Covert and stealth because we drop a penny. We lose a penny on each sale. So what? But it doesn't trigger the numbers that they're looking for. You know what I mean? And yeah, Stripe is a payment processor.
Okay. And we're going to create an account for each business, a different account on Stripe?
For each course in each business of Easy One Up and National Wealth Center. Easy One Up has, I believe, 5 different courses. 25, was it 25, 100, 250, 500, and 1,000. So that's 5
Wow.
there.
6
Okay.
6 on.
6 on Easy One Up?
Okay.
Really? What are they?
That's the B got 6.
250, 500, 1,000, and 2,000. You forgot the 2,000.
Oh, the 2. Okay, all right. And then National Wealth Center has 7. So you're going to be creating a total of.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you're going to be creating a total of 14. Yeah, there's a lot of setup involved. But the great thing about this, once we get through the setup process, you never have to do this again unless you change something.
I have a question, Thaddeus.
Absolutely.
You said we need to set up 7 accounts or 7 buttons?
7 buttons.
Okay.
7 buttons for National Wealth Center. 6 buttons for Easy One Up. 1 for each course.
With 1 account, right?
With 1 Buy Now account that is connected to Stripe.
I mean, with 1 Stripe account also.
1 Stripe account, 1 Buy Now Plus account. Yes. But
so if we already have a Stripe account, because I know I asked you this question last week, I just want to clarify. If we already have 1 Stripe account, we don't have to create an additional Stripe account, right? We could use the same one and just build the buttons.
Right. Absolutely.
Okay.
Hey, Dee, can you do me a favor and go back 1 step so everyone can see how you got to this page?
Okay. Okay, I got you. I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
All right.
Dee didn't have to do anything to make this work. She just went to her.
I'm going to go back to the home right quick so y'all can see. Go back to the home site.
And just simply logged in.
Yeah, I logged in and it'll just bring you to this home page. And then all I did is I went to look at my website. So I went to builders, pull that down. My computer's loading.
Okay.
I don't have a nice fast computer like that yet.
Well, you need to take some of all that money you make and go get one.
Yeah. You know, look, we a little economical.
So basically what she's going to do.
It was loading fast for me too.
Yeah. She's clicking on builders and she's going to go to my sites. And in the list of her sites, the one that I sent her is there. She doesn't have to do anything to make it happen. So when I copy this page and send it to you, it's going to be there in your Builderall back office. You don't have to do anything to make it work. Unlike share codes, where you had to take the share code and go put it in, find a place to put it in and put it in. That was always a big, big hassle. So
you just go to drag and drop Pixel Perfect because that's the one that we use. And then my sites, that'll pull up any sites that you've created or somebody has shared over to you using the process he did. And it doesn't come up at the top. That's why I had to look at the name. So he told me the name was TNT members. And so I just went here and it's hyperlinked. So I just
there it is
on it.
Now, once that page is created, all you would have to do is edit it by changing the links so that you put your Buy Now Plus links into the page. And I was hoping Shelly was here. Maybe she could help us put one of these pages together since she's been working.
Well, I started one already.
You started? Great.
The only thing I have to do is like this is the one right here.
Let's check it out. Awesome. Way to go.
Let me see. This should be it right here. Business consultant. and I did it from the template that had told us to use on the first time when he did this training. So
Cool.
Oh, and I did find out by doing some training or whatever on Builderall and one of the other groups, I found out why when you go into the editor, it takes a while to load. What it is because they have to, the system has to load all of the code. It's a lot of code that goes into it, all
Absolutely.
of the code onto the page. So that's another reason why you only want to have one editor open at the same time. I learned that from Shelly Turner. Just want to pass that along to y'all because it's different from what we're used to. But anyhow, this is the page right here, and I just used it from the template. And so this is the first page right here, the home page. And I just talk about being a consultant because Thad had mentioned about, consultation.
We're all consultants, yes.
Right. And so this button will link over, and I'll show you how to link that over. That might be what you're talking about, Thad. But this is how I just edited it right here. So I just put in my info and, the words and everything. And
that's awesome. I like it. I like it. That's
and then
beautiful.
this is what he's talking about, going to the next page. So wherever that button is or whatever you're going to use to link to send the person to the next one, you go here and you hit the right click. The right click, and then you go over to action. All right. And then I already created the second page. So it actually goes over to, like, you could choose which page it is that it goes over to. So mine, I believe mine is called Choose Your Consultation Package. Yeah, that's the second one. So, and I just had here that I want to open in the same tab, or you can do a second tab, whatever you want to do. But that's how you make it go over to the next page, that you're using. Now, for some case, like let's say if you send it somewhere else, go back to previous menu here, and you can actually send it to a web address. That's in the event, that you want to send it to a whole nother, website, like if you're doing an affiliate offer or something like that. You will go here to web address and put in your link for the next offer, like, Residual Boss. But for our purposes, you're going to have a second page that you're sending it to. And so that second page is here.
Right.
And then I'll show you that second page real quick that I created. And once again, it's not finished, so I have to put some finishing touches on it, but I just wanted to show y'all.
Absolutely. That's beautiful.
It won't take much for it to be done. All right, so this is the next page that I created here.
There's some amazing funnels in the back of Builderall.
Yeah, it is. And this is the second page. You notice it has the same type of layout because I kept the same type of layout and I just edited stuff. So I chose to do images instead of buttons, but it's easier to do buttons. I just really wanted to I was really starting to like it. So,
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, creating stuff like this is fun. Yeah. I love creating. I can create all day long, but I wouldn't make a dime.
Right. And this is the way I did it with images, and I did what Thad was talking about changing the prices right here. So I just chose these to end in 3. That's just what I chose. So basically, like for my monthlies, it's $49.95 versus $50. Right. I'm not worried about 5 cents. And then down here, I just chose to have them end in 3. So for the $1,000 package, it's actually $9.99 and 93 cents. I'm not worried about 7 cents. You sending me $1,000, man. You can keep the 7 cents.
I know that's right.
And what I did was, and tell me what you think about this, Dad. What I did was I changed the wording just a tad. I added my tag at the end, which is the name of the website, Team Decart Lady. So I just put TDCL. Do you think that will have an effect on something, or should I just leave that out for the exact? What's your thoughts?
I think that's a wonderful idea because it sets you apart. So, you're not looking like everybody else. I encourage everybody to add something to it to make it specific to you. Okay. You're your own consultant. So it's your own business that you're running. Make it specific to you. Brand yourself just like Dee's doing. I think that's a great idea. I also like how you did different prices from what I showed you. Like I dropped a penny, you dropped a nickel, 7 cents. The next person, whoever else is in here, drop 3 cents, drop 2 cents.
Right.
Just make it a little different. That just mess them up. They won't be expecting. They're looking for 25, 50, 100. Just don't use those.
Right. And that was my thought on it. Just be a little bit different without, giving away the house, so to speak. And the other thing that that you'll have to do, whether you're using buttons or picture, you're gonna still do the redirect because when you do buy now plus you'll get the link, right? So I believe you're gonna right click it here. Yeah, you're gonna right click because I haven't put mine in yet, but you right click it and then you'll go to action, and it should be, and it's the same thing. All right, so in this case, because this is gonna send them out now over to the Buy Now Plus page that we create to that link that showed you how to get. That's where you're gonna put it in for your web address. You're gonna put the web address right here. Now, what I would do is instead of having it open up in the same tab, I would actually have it open up in a new tab in this particular case. Just for this payment processor situation, have it open in a new tab, so they'll be paying over here just in case they like, well, I don't know, maybe I want to go up a level. Yeah, so
and they go right back to the page.
Right, they go right back to it and choose the next package. But that's basically how you do the redirect. And like I said, this is one that I'm working on. It's probably I'll probably work on it once we get finished here today. So by the end of the day, I'll probably have it done. But
we're working on all kinds of stuff. I'm so excited. I literally can't sleep. I'm buying extra coffee. It's crazy.
It's actually I'm serious. It's actually interesting once you start doing it.
It is.
I did a couple, aside from our trainings, I did a couple trainings. As far as like looking at, I did a private training I did that gave me some tips. And then I went and looked at the 7-day boot camp. I just looked at day 1. That was enough for me to be able to do this. And that was all in one day. It was enough for me to be able to push this out. So, and I don't have, technical abilities with websites or anything, what I'm saying? But it's like once you start using, Builderall, I think y'all gonna like it because I'm actually liking it now. I'm like, oh, okay.
I'm gonna tell you guys. I like I said, I spoke to my sponsor, Tom, the furry hat guy. He is planning an 8-month trip around the world, 8.5-month cruise. That is literally, he's gonna be on a boat for 8.5 months. That takes him completely around the world and back to the same place he started at. But before he does that, he's going to do a South American tour, Argentina and Peru. And he signed up with Builderall yesterday. And within that same day, he has created an amazing funnel. And he had an issue doing the same things that you just did just now, connecting, going to the next page and that sort of thing. So I got on a Zoom with him last night. He is completely amazed by it. He is abandoning all other autoresponders, capture page builders, and he's bringing his entire team over to Builderall. So, this is the guy that made $1 million the same year that I made my first 6 figures. He is my sponsor in Easy One Up and National Wealth Center. If you go to Tom Yatar, Tom, Y-A-T-A-R, he's in our group too. Reach out to him. If you go to his Facebook page, you just see pictures. He's all over the world, all kinds of adventures. And he took to this like a fish to water. And I tell you, he is running with it. And that shows me the power of this. When I can take someone of his magnitude and get him to take a look at it, he absolutely fell in love with it, just like you guys will when you dig into it and start creating, because we all have that creative side. And Builderall allows you to create anything that you see on your computer, any website. I don't care what's going on, videos, things flying in and out, words jumping up and down. It don't matter. Anything you've ever seen on a website, you can create with Builderall. Absolutely amazing. Way to go, D. That's awesome. That is awesome. Anything else you want to show us there while you're there?
No, I think that was all that they're going to need to know.
Okay.
This process right here.
All right. Well, we have been an hour. I want to shut the recording down, but I just want to make sure that we have all the questions, and we can continue to talk if you want, but I want to end the recording here. But if anybody has any questions, now would be the time to ask so we can get it in on the recording. We're going to spend about 5 minutes or so.
D.
Yes.
Okay, we was talking about the boot camp. Did I get in that?
I believe I sent, you have to, Facebook, I don't know if y'all noticed, Facebook doesn't allow us to add people to groups anymore. We can only invite them. So I invited you, but what you have to do is you have to go to the actual group. Just look up Builderall 7-Day Bootcamp. And I actually recommend that for all of you guys. Go there to search that, for that group. And then you'll be able to get in there, or just look for your alerts, because you'll have an invite that I tried to add you. I believe I did Carol, Tasha, all the people that are on downline. But for anyone, just in case you haven't received an invite, just search Builderall 7 Days Bootcamp.
I didn't get it.
Okay, and I have one more question. Can you hear me? I'm sorry.
Yes, ma'am.
You can hear me?
Yes,
there's an echo.
I hear the echo, but I hear you too.
Yeah, somebody do me a favor. Everyone, if you're not talking, mute your microphone. We're getting some feedback. I'm gonna look and try to find out who that is.
Well, I do have on 2 machines because I'm
got it.
on the installation and they got so many walls on the government installation. So
Yeah.
the question, and I just want to paraphrase it one more time because I know you answered it.
No problem.
Long as you have Stripe and you have an account, you don't need to create new accounts. You need to just have buttons for every course that is being sold. Is that correct?
That is absolutely correct.
Okay, thank you.
And to expand on that, I wanted to make sure this part is correct. This is what I'm thinking, that. So are you going to put all of your buttons on the same web page that you create in Builderall, or are you going to have a web page for National Wealth Center and a web page for Easy One Up?
Yeah, exactly. One for each.
Okay, that's what I was thinking too. That's what I'm going to do. Which it'll be really simple because you could just duplicate the site that you make in Builderall. You know.
Can you repeat that one more time, Dee? I'm sorry. Repeat the answer.
Sure, not a problem. The answer is yes. Your question, you were absolutely correct. In addition to that, when you make the page that we're talking about making for Builderall, when you get that page, you're going to have one website page, right, for your National Wealth Center, and you can have another website page for Easy One Up. On those website pages is where you're going to have your buttons. So for National Wealth Center, you said it was 7 buttons. I believe you said that. So I think it was like 7 buttons on the National Wealth Center and maybe 6 buttons or what have you on Easy One Up. So you have separate pages, but you're still going to have one Stripe account, but with the multiple buttons. So that way you're not sending a person all in one page and they're like, well, I thought I was going to sign up for Easy One Up. What's all this other stuff? You know, right. So that way you don't confuse people. So you have it separate as far as the pages, but as far as the Stripe account, you only need one. And I believe you already have a Stripe account, so you only need that one Stripe account right there. Does that make sense?
Yeah. There. Makes sense to me. You guys there?
I'm sorry, it's perfect. I just unmute with somebody talking. Unmute. But it's perfect, Dee. Thank you. You're the best.
No problem.
She is.
Yes,
you
she
are too. All you guys are. You're smart because you're here.
Awesome.
You know, you're all awesome. Absolutely, you're awesome. Also, there's some amazing training with Builderall, and I want to I wish Shelly was here because I wanted to say this to her too, but pass this on to Shelly. Remember I told you there are going to be some major changes coming down the line. They were supposed to take place on the 25th, but 2 days ago they allowed some people to access the new system. And there's still a little bit of bugs with it, so it's going to be a little bit longer before the new stuff is released. So we still want to hang tight as far as making videos about Builderall. You can make videos about Builderall, but don't include the website because things are going to change here in the very near future. They're changing the whole look of the website. They're adding new funnels. There's going to be a magazine feature, so where you can actually swipe and turn the pages of a magazine like a magazine. You can create that right here. I'm telling you, Builderall is absolutely amazing. It is amazing. It is amazing. It is amazing. So dig in, guys, with this. Dig in. More questions?
Yes. Are you going to, you got to have this recorded. I couldn't get on to the beginning of the webinar.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely. We're recording right now. We haven't turned it off yet. So I have to post the meeting that we did that Dee so graciously hosted for us the last time we had a meeting, which was what, yesterday? Wow. Okay. And today's meeting, I'm going to be posting both of those. And I'm going to be redoing the other ones that we did in the past to eliminate some of the chitter chatter in the beginning. Like in this one, I'm probably going to edit. Oh, actually, no, we started this one. We chitter chatted first. Then we did the stuff. And the reason for that is I want you to be able to go to recording and get the information without hearing all this talk. If you want to stay for the talk at the end of the video, fine. But I want people to be able to go to the recording and get the information that they need first, which we were doing it backwards. But yeah, everything's going to be recorded. Everything's going to be posted. I'll get that information into the group. I'll post it in the group, right? So everybody has it. But at some point, we're going to create a page and lock it down under members with a password so only us can get to it. Because what we have here is exclusive. No one else has it. Also, while we're here, I wanted to talk about forced activity in the group. And what I mean by that, in the past, and I've learned this from my sponsor, Mr. Peter Wolfing. If any of you were ever involved in a program back in the day called Empower Network or heard of Empower Network, it was a huge, huge vertical that made a lot of money for a lot of people. But what a lot of people don't know is that they took the compensation plan from one of Mr. Peter Wolfing's old programs called Infinity Downline. They just took it. They took it, used it, employed it, made a monster vertical out of it, made a lot of money, millionaires. A lot of millionaires were made with that program, and they took it from Peter Wolfing. And then a couple of years ago, I had someone steal a program from me. It was just a bunch of ideas. You know, my company's TNT Concepts. It's just, I have these ideas. They just work. I can't explain it. I don't know where they come from. This Residual Boss is just something we just put together, you know. But it is amazing how it works. It just, and that's how I've been building my business. So I had a program back in the day. We used to post to Facebook pages, groups. I have 1,000 groups. Used to post it. I handpicked every single one of them, more than 10,000 members in each one. And we were doing a big thing with that back in the day. And we had a way of doing it. We had a system of doing it where we reached out to an auto posting software that just posted for us at a good price. And we got a lot of traction because of that. Someone took that idea, everything that I had, my groups, the whole idea how everything worked, and they put it in a program, because I didn't have the ability to do that then. I didn't know. I was just getting started. Not just getting started, but I didn't know how to do it. And someone saw my idea that had more technical experience than me, and they made this incredible program, Build Your Income Daily.
Okay.
Build Your Income Daily, all my ideas. Everything in that program was stuff that I came up with. Somebody took all my ideas and put together a program, which I didn't know how to do, and it was amazing. I had to buy it. I was pissed that they stole my ideas, but they were my ideas. It was very good. So I bought it, and I made a lot of money with it too. We don't want that to happen again. So there's patent pendings, copyright pendings, all that stuff. We're also going to tell you how to, as a matter of fact, I'll go ahead and tell you now, work on getting your LLC for your business, for your Residual Boss Funnel, Residual Boss. Work on getting your LLC, name it whatever you want to name it. Don't name it Residual Boss. You want to brand yourself. But we're going to show you how to get an LLC, and I'm going to tell you right now, the cheapest place that I have found, and this is through a financial consultant that reached out to me and shared this information with me that I'm about to share with you, that he charges other people a lot of money for, and that you're going to get right now absolutely free, and eliminate all this looking around and having to run to the courthouse and all this stuff. You can get an LLC for your business that makes you legal, which gives you tax advantages over everything that you're paying for right now in your home. When you have an LLC, you can write off a portion of your electric, a portion of your rent or mortgage, a portion of your car note, your car insurance, anything that you pay for while you're running your business in your home, you can write off a portion of that. So you don't have to pay taxes on it. And that can be huge, because you don't have that benefit if you don't have a legal business. Okay. So in the state, listen carefully now, in the state of Arizona, you can get an LLC and get it published. It's a process. You have to get it published, but you can get the LLC. You can do everything for about $100, $100. You can have a legal business. Now that you have this legal business, they will give you what's called an EIN, an employee identification number. If you don't have employees, it's like a social security number for your business. You can take that number and your certificate that you get from the state of Arizona, you can go to any bank and open up a business banking account. You want to do that. You don't want to commingle your personal money with your business money. You don't want to do that. You want to pay yourself from your business, just like you would pay an employee. You want to pay yourself and get a record of that. And that way, 2 years from now, because it takes 2 years for you to be able to walk into a car dealership or to go buy a home, you have to have 2 years of tax returns showing your business. Without that, you can be making all the money in the world, but you still can't do the big things you want to do, the big cars and the big homes. Let me tell you, residual income is the way. You have residual bills. We all do. Rent, mortgage, utilities, electric, water, whatever it is that you pay in your house. These bills come every single month. So you should have residual income to cover them every single month. The idea is to get everybody here to $10,000 a month in residual income. Okay. It takes you 6 months. It takes you a year. It takes you 2 years. So what? You're going to get to 10,000. And I think everybody can do it a lot quicker. As a matter of fact, I think there's going to be some people in this group that hit 6 figures this year. I'm looking for 7 myself. So if I can do 7 figures, and I'm on target, if I can do 7 figures, You should be able to do a tenth of what I'm doing if you follow my instructions. Probably a lot more, but a tenth of what I'm doing will put you at 6 figures this year. I want everybody here. You guys okay with that? Y'all want to make 6 figures this year?
Sure.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, fantastic, fantastic. Awesome.
Absolutely.
Yes, let's do it. Does anyone here need more than $10,000 to cover your monthly bills?
I need 2001 cent.
I'm sorry, how much?
10,001 cent.
2001 cents? Okay. Well, that's easy. That's
Dad,
easy.
I have a question.
Absolutely.
Dad, I have a question.
Hang on one second. Who said they have a question?
Laverne.
Laverne. Hang on one second, Laverne. I'm going to mute everybody real quick and unmute Laverne. And we'll be muted. Okay. Everybody's muted because I heard a lot of noise in the background. I'm going to make sure that I hear your question. Then, Laverne, I'm going to unmute you. Go ahead.
All right. So on the LLC in Arizona, am I correct in understanding that your LLC does not have to be created in the state that you currently live in?
That is correct.
Okay. So when it comes time to do taxes, would you be filing your business taxes through the state of Arizona or through the state that you live in?
Good question. Through the state that you live in.
Okay. Now, my second, well, actually, this is my first question, but I asked, when it comes to, you said don't make any more videos for Builder because they're making changes. Okay. And as we know, the internet is evolving. So if we wait and we until all the changes are implemented, and then we start making videos, what happens when they make changes again and we've already made videos? What do we do then?
Okay. Excuse me. The reason that we're waiting right now is because the changes that they're making are going to change the actual look of the website. So we want to be current with that. So you can make videos about Builderall, but just don't go into training. You can talk about it. You can show a couple things. And then if they make changes, you can go back and splice your video using the stuff, Filmora and things like that. But
Right.
just talk about it. Just don't show the actual website. You can show specific things. Like, for example, one of the things that I like to do when I show off Builderall, and I'm really proud of Builderall. I'm just so blessed. I feel so blessed to have it. But one of my favorite parts, because I like the design, is the design studio. So a lot of times, here's what I do. I won't maybe not show this part, but what I'll do is create something in here and then show that. I'll take one of these things and click on it and create something. Just pick that one, but it doesn't matter. Find the first image I can lay my hands on here. And then you just put it there. That's pretty cool. This is big, so I would shrink it down a little bit. And maybe a picture relevant to something I'm doing, maybe not, whatever. I put it there where I want it. And instead of maybe showing how I did this, I would just show that I did it and then put a link to say you can do this with Builderall. You can put any picture here, and that is one of the coolest things I've ever seen. And that's not a good picture because it's too small. But it shows you when you create your pictures and you pick your templates, it will show you what size picture to put there, 1443 by 19. See that right there? And if your picture is not that size, then what you can do is go over here to Photo Studio and take your picture and make it that size. So you have those options here. But you can create things and show the things that you created without showing how you created them and just say they were made using Builderall for the time being. Or you can go in and create videos too. You just might have to do another one later. Maybe not. They're changing the outside look of the website. They're adding new funnels and things like that. But I don't know exactly what they're changing. I know some things that are coming, and they're in the webinars, which let me touch on that too real quick. When you log in at the top of the page, you're going to see Facebook affiliate. Okay, if you click there, it's going to take you to the Builderall Facebook page. A lot of information there, a lot of people asking questions. You can get a lot of answers there specifically about Builderall. And then also the YouTube channel, which is a wonderful resource. Keep your eyes on Miss Shelley Turner. She does a lot of the videos. Dee was talking earlier about the lead magnet boot camps. Those videos are right there. All the videos that they do, you can find here by clicking on videos, and it'll show you all the different videos for different. There's a lot of information. Don't let it overwhelm you. Go through and look, you know, stay up the first 10 or so videos and just follow from there. You know, when you have time, you can go back and look at some of these. If you see something like this is one that I want to pay attention to, setting up sales funnels and restricted areas. A restricted area is either in your website, you have a members only section where they click members or log in, and they can, just like you do with your affiliate sites to Easy One Up and National Wealth Center and Builderall, you can create your own web pages where people log in, and you, just like you see on these other programs, you now have the ability to create all that stuff. You know, and it's not hard. It's not hard. It's just learning. It's a learning process. So, excuse me, this is a tool that we're going to be using for a long, long time because it eliminates so many other things that you may be using in your business. Capture pages, autoresponders, the design studio, the different apps. If you add up, just go through, it's amazing. If you go through Builderall right here, you want to see Builderall's worth? Okay, the building section, absolutely amazing. Nothing compares to it. The autoresponder, unlimited. I mean, you can have unlimited people in your downline. Unlimited. There's no limit at all. Every other place that does emails charges you according to how many people that you have on your list. Every one of them, except for Builderall. You can have unlimited, and it does everything. All the other ones, even the big boys like AWeber, the Mailing Boss autoresponder does everything. My sponsor, I'm telling you, my sponsor, Millionaire, that looked at Builderall, says he's abandoning everything else that he uses. He's laid eyes on it for like 36 hours. And in that time, he has made the decision that he is abandoning his other autoresponders, his other capture page builders. When I first talked to him, he said, I'm not going to promote it. I got a bunch of other stuff my team uses. He got in there and started playing around. He says, oh my God, I can't believe we get all this for $50. So, you know, if it's good enough for a millionaire, it's good enough for me. It was good enough for me before it was good enough for him. So I'm super excited. Anyway, you want to see the worth of this? Go right here to apps and go look up online how much it would cost for you to do browser notifications, some SEO, to get a click map, to get an auto poster. Just these few things here will cost you more than what you're paying for Builderall. Anywhere you go, I don't care where you look. If you can find, as a matter of fact, $500 to anybody that can go in here and find all of these tools right here, just in the apps section. If you can find all of these tools for less than $50, I will give you $500. If you can find all of these tools that you can use and do the same things with those tools that you do with these right here in the apps section, I'll give you $500. It's not going to happen. Don't even waste your time. I'm telling you. I wouldn't just offer up $500 if I thought it was even possible that it could happen.
Okay, I already know.
It is not. But go look for yourself. If you want to try, go look. I wouldn't waste too much time doing it, though. I really wouldn't. I already know because I already looked.
Thaddeus.
Excuse me. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so we're allowed to put our other businesses inside of this Builderall? Because you say you don't need other autoresponders, so if we don't need it, we could combine everything into one box of business. We call it a one-stop area in the Army, but box, what is it, box in the business?
Same thing, yes. You can
use one-stop meaning you don't need to go outside.
That's right.
Yeah, okay. All right, so that was a yes, correct?
Yes, a big
yes. Okay, you're the best.
Yes. You can use it for any business, not only an online business, but an offline business too. Yeah.
I just want to tell Laverne, I agree with you, Laverne. I'm with you on that. Having everything in one place.
Having everything in one place. Absolutely.
Yes. But I have been listening to you all. I had to come home to get on my computer because on my phone I can't see, you all can't see me, but I can see you. And you can't hear me, but I can hear you. but I needed to be able to come and see exactly what it is that Builderall does. Dee has been telling me about it, and I am like so excited right now.
You should be.
Because you all know that I'm involved in other stuff too, and
Absolutely.
Dee knows this very well. So yeah, Dee, we're gonna have to get together because I got to be able to do this.
This is strong. I'm not trying to sell you guys. I use this myself. I completely fell in love with it.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Yeah, I completely fell in love with it. And you can't outgrow it. You know what I mean? There's just so much stuff, and don't let it overwhelm you, because that's a good thing. That means when you get to that point in your career where you need something, it's here. You may not need it right now. You don't have to worry about creating an app, but you can create apps. You guys know what an app is, right? An app on your phone, you go to your Play Store or the Apple Store and you get apps. Well, there's videos on how to do this. I haven't done it yet, but you can create your own application. You got an idea that you want to bring to life? You can create your own application and publish it on Google Play, on the Apple Store, and this will track how many people installed it, how many people visited it, how many people used it. It is amazing. Now, right now, to me, I'm like, oh my God, really? Create an app? Me? It's far beyond what I would even attempt to do at this moment. But somewhere down the line, as I begin to learn more and more about Builderall, I want to go in there and create an app. I got a few ideas, but we can grow into this. And that's what's amazing. And by getting one person, you got to focus on putting one person, everybody, and say these words. Take a look at Builderall. It is absolutely amazing. Say that to somebody today. And then take them in a Zoom meeting, a free Zoom meeting, and show them a couple of things that I've shown you. It doesn't take much. Let me give an example. Let's just pick anything here. Auto poster. All right, we have an auto poster. For those that haven't seen the auto poster, I'm just going to show you real quick what mine looks like. Auto poster. Did we stop the recording? No, we did not. I'm going to stop the recording, guys, but I'm going to keep going, okay?